So So underneath the south stand now, ready to do some interviews. So we've got two people from the supporters club here. We've got Phil and Stephen. So we've got Lewis with us today. Lewis, what are your thoughts coming into today's game?
Well, I think off the back of a Notts County game, that's obviously going to give us a lot of confidence to be able to go there, hold on after given the circumstances we're under. So yeah, I think especially with the form Barnet in, today's a must win.
So Paul,
Yes.
coming into today's games, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think after Tuesday night, I think we showed a battling finesse, and I think we can do exactly the same today. I mean, I've just seen the pitch, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I thought I'd come to Blackpool, not the Shea, but the San Shiro, I think they call it. I'm happy if we get a win today, definitely, and I think against the Barnet side, we should be looking for 3 points, definitely.
So we've got John with us today. John, what are your thoughts coming into today's game?
I still think it'll be a difficult game. I mean, we're playing somebody at the bottom of the table, but it doesn't always guarantee you a win. So, although I'm expecting a win, I still think it'll be a tough game and we need to be on our guard.
So we're joined by Ian today. Ian, what are your thoughts coming into today's game?
Well, I hope we have a good win because we really need
Yeah.
a win today. That has to be positive and go forward.
So we've got Lee with us to Lee. What are your thoughts going into today's game?
I fancy his chances today. I think over the past couple of weeks, a couple of called off games and a very good match against Notts County the other night. So yeah, I fancy it.
So we've got Luke with us, who's well known on our podcasts. Luke, what are your thoughts going into today's game?
Well, I think we predicted it on Wednesday night. I think the early goal's going to be the one that counts, but I think we'll score within 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be bold and say we're going to win 3-0.
Yeah.
Mostly £30, fleeces £30, hoodies £30. We can do a zip hoodie as well. You can get various colours if you want to order. We'll get them made up for you in a couple of weeks. Polo shirts £20, beanies, bottle hats £10 each. We are doing some scarves as well, which will be £12 soon, and some baseball caps that will be £12. We've got single badges, retro badges £1, max of five. Donations on the programme, we've still got a couple of the centenary slates at £20 each.
If we win the next two games, we can go second in the league.
Yeah, well, it's quite achievable.
We need to get back to winning ways at home, don't we? We've lost the last 3 games at home on the bounce.
We have, but I think we can do it. I think we can get back there.
Yeah.
I really do. I think we've got the players. We've got.
Important is the first goal going to be today, then, John?
It's very important when Halifax play that we do score first. We're not that good at coming back from behind, so I think it's important we do, because if we go behind and teams put 10 men behind the ball, we find it difficult to break them down. So I think an early goal today would be good, and it would settle the team down for later on in the game where we could add to it.
When you're looking at the lineups today, what are your thoughts on it? Obviously, Matty Warburton is back on the bench today after being injured.
I'm not overly surprised by the lineup. Sorry, I mean we've known for a while that Pete Ward's a little bit cautious when it comes to players coming back from injury. So I'm not too surprised to see him only on the bench, but I'm a little bit interested in how Bradley's going to do at left back, because obviously we've got no left back other than Senior. So obviously I was wondering, are we going to bring in someone on loan, or are we going to go with Bradley? And ultimately we've gone with the latter. So I'm interested how that's going to work.
Especially the likes of Martin Woods are starting today again. Matty Warburton's returning, but he's on the bench. Tyrell Warren gets a start today, and apparently Jesse Debb was at wing back. What are your thoughts on the lineups then today?
It's not a bad lineup. I'm glad that Tyrell Warren's back. I think it's important to have a proper defender there in that position. I'm a bit surprised Matty Warburton isn't in the side. I would have expected him probably at the expense of Woods to be playing in a home game. But I think still it's a strong team. I would hope it's still good enough to win today's game.
So
What are your thoughts on the lineups then? Matty Warburton's on the bench today, Jamie Thomas is on the bench, Martin Wood still in the side. Thoughts on it?
well, I don't know, a lot of experience in Martin Woods.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can understand. And maybe Matty Warburton isn't quite up to fitness, you know. So I can understand that, yeah.
Tyrell Warren's back in the side today.
Yeah, I'm very happy about that. We've missed him. Like, I'm a big fan of Jay Ben, but unfortunately, I think he's just lacked a little bit of confidence since his mistake for the Boreham Wood goal. So yeah, I'm very happy that we've got Warren back in the side.
Would you expect to see some action from Jordan Slew today? Obviously, he's been on the bench for the past 2 occasions and not come on from the bench. Could you see him back in the side today?
I hope we do at least. I mean, I'm a big fan of his. You know, it seems like he's finally found a club where it's going to work for him. So. I hope we bring him on because I really can't think why he's not had a chance recently.
I think Hobbs must be back today, I think.
He's on the bench.
Oh, he's on the bench today, is it? Okay.
Jamie Thomas is also on the bench.
Oh, is he on the bench as well? Okay, so I mean, you know, I haven't seen any other changes or anything.
Coming back into the side, we've got Tyrell Warren. He's back in the side today.
Back today?
Yeah. Jay Ben's still not to return.
Yeah, well, I think we've obviously. I'm guessing have we lost Jack Senior today?
Yeah, Jack Senior's out. Yeah.
So yes, I mean, obviously getting more players back the better because obviously we're losing players with injury and suspension now. But you know, hopefully with the squad that we've got, 3 points has got to be on the card, surely.
Why not? Why not? I think we've missed at the moment. We've missed a lot of Matty Warburton.
Yeah, Matty Warburton is that extra spice that we need sometimes. Like you know, we've had players like Dan Gardner in the past that have made the difference. So it'd be great to see Matty Warburton on if we need him late on. Otherwise, I reckon the lads will be able to bring it on today.
Jamie Thomas still not had a start in the side. What were your thoughts on his performance against Notts County? He didn't have too much time to show us his real qualities, did he?
No, he wasn't on very long either. I mean, you know, when you think at Notts County, it was a totally different game. We were just defending in numbers. So as a midfielder attacker, we didn't have much possession. So it's difficult to judge him. I mean, he did as well as anybody, but you know, he needs to be tested a bit more and judged against better opposition.
You know, and I think the manager, Pete Wiles, doing an absolute brilliant job with the resources he's got. It's unbelievable what he's achieved this year.
It is a very strong bench, isn't it?
Yeah, much stronger than most we've had in the last couple of seasons. So, I think we've got what it takes to win today.
When you look into the next 2 games, 3 points today, 3 points against Weymouth. We could be second in the league. Would you say we're still title contenders?
Not saying anything on that.
No, not saying anything on that.
It's a whole season. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. We'll see where we are at the end of the season, to be honest with you. I think Pete goes on about points per game ratio and this, that, and the other. I don't know where we are if we were on that, but at the end of the day, each game as it comes and see where we are at the end. At the beginning of the season, I would have said I was happy with a playoff position, and to be honest with you, I still would be.
What's your confidence going into today's game when you're looking at Barnet?
I'm very confident, really. They are, like I said earlier, they're not in form. And if we want to be in the playoffs, or let alone the title race, it's a game we've got to win. You've got to be beating these sort of teams.
You're looking to Barnet. Do you reckon we'll treat them with respect today, or do you think how do you think it'll go?
Definitely, it's going to be unpredictable. You know, we've seen Barnet's form. Decent draw at Torquay. But they've lost heavily to Notts County and that. So if Pete Wells got the lads' mentality right, we're gonna win it today.
How do you think we'll play going into today's game then?
We'll just go at them. We'll attack. We've got to attack. We've got to. Best form of defence is attack.
How excited are you then for today's game? Because you don't often come to you this season to the Share.
No, I said in the castle. I live in Mornington, obviously, so it's a little bit of a trek to get here. But lovely day for football. We'll finally got the match on, even though the weather was nice. Who knows? You know, it's what the Share's like. But I'd say we'll score early. And it's going to be a decent Share today.
Finally, what is your score prediction then going into today's game?
2-0 Halifax.
2-0 Halifax. Appreciate that. Thank you. There we go. So finally, what is your score prediction for today's game?
Well, I'm not going to be as good as you, because obviously I think on Tuesday night, on the video that you edited me out of, by the way, I think you said it was 1-1, didn't you? And got Martin as a goal scorer. So I don't know what you've gone for, but I think today I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go for a 3-0 win today to Town.
I actually said that as well.
Oh, did you?
What's your score prediction going into today's game?
I'm going to go 3-1.
3-1 Halifax.
I reckon 3-1 Halifax.
3-1 Halifax.
Going still for a narrow victory, but I'm going for 2-1 to the Sharemen.
2-1. Score prediction.
2-0 to the Sharemen.
2-0.
I'm going 3-0. If we do a podcast in a couple of weeks, next week, I might regret that decision.
I said 3-0 as well, so yeah. So yeah, shout out to his channel, We Are The Sharemen. Go give him a follow on Twitter there.